Hey, welcome back everybody to World of Warships. What are we going to do in World of Warships? We're going to talk about these little buggers. Destroyers. Let's take a look at the text tree and then look at all of them. Look at them. Nasty, nasty buggers. Destroyers are your equivalent of a glass cannon. Well, it's more of a glass musket, actually. Glass musket that can fire a cannonball every now and again. Moving on. The deal with the destroyers is they come equipped with torpedoes. There is, as a famous YouTuber said, there is no such thing as a friendly torpedo. Once they're in the water, they will keep going. They will go and they will keep going until they hit someone and mess his day up. It might be your target, it might be someone behind your target, it might be someone in front of your target. They are, once you fire those torpedoes, if they hit someone's ship, they are going to ruin their day. Unless, of course, you miss. Now, I'm sitting here tall and pretty and all that, giving instructions to and advice to people, and you take a look at my hangar, well, my port actually. God, it's difficult to, you know, it's no longer your garage from World of Tanks, it's your port now. Damn. It's gonna take a while to get used to all the new terminology and stuff. Anyways, my battle ranking is miserable. My ships are, I can get a tier 3 with the Chinese thing. I just need to click the buttons to research when I didn't. Can't be bothered yet. I'm doing the video now. Buying ships later, right? I practically have a tier 3 ship that I haven't bought yet, so my battle ranking is miserable and I'm here giving advice to people. What are you doing, Juggernaut? Are you on drugs? Well, no, but it is 2 AM, which comes pretty damn close in terms of making videos. And then, yeah, thing is, the destroyers come equipped with some very deadly weapons, namely the torpedoes. And this video, yes, I am very new to the game. Yes, I realise that I should not be doing these sort of videos. Yes. However, I'm afraid that they simply must be done. What I'm going to do today specifically is I'm going to show you how not to play your destroyers. Now I'm going to talk about what not to do with your destroyers, right? So to do that, we're going to get into a battle. And it's going to be some very basic tips for people that are just getting into their tier 2, 3, and 4 destroyers, right? Specifically regarding the torpedoes. Now, if you're in a destroyer, chances are after a few games, you're going to see what type of ship this is, right? This is almost like the equivalent of a light tank in World of Tanks. I keep making the comparison with them, it makes no fucking sense. We're in a warship. But unless you're at tier 1, which is technically not a warship, it's a gunboat. And they're not even ashamed to admit that. Anyways, here it is, right? Here is a ship. A very tiny ship. And it just so happens to be a destroyer. What people do is they will go to a certain position on the map, let's say here, and they would fire their torpedoes in that direction without any regard for what is in front of them and what they are trying to hit. I've been damaged. I've been damaged many a times by friendly torpedoes and only once by hostile torpedoes. This has got to change, hence the purpose of making this video. It is a problem, and it is going to keep being a problem for a while. At least until all the new guys to the game, myself included, get their heads around how warships work. And yeah, the range on this thing is pathetic. it is. I understand that it has to be like this, but we need to get past the entire phase of let's kill everything on our own team with friendly torpedoes, because it is seriously annoying. Again, this is more of a public service video than an actual serious video that you watch and then learn something productive from if you're somewhat decent at the game. If you're playing destroyers or Japanese higher tier Japanese cruisers, don't just fire your wrong button, ironically. Don't just fire your torpedoes off in the distance like that without knowing what you are trying to hit, at least if you can't hit it. At least try and hit it somewhat decently, alright? That was quite something. Alright? It was a mistake coming here, but for example, you're going to see people firing torpedoes over there at those guys. Click on the torpedo, hold Alt, and you'll see that I am going to get killed, most likely. Here, trying to demonstrate this. The point here is not to do good in this game, it's just somewhat try and make people understand what we're doing here, right? So, you're going to see guys fire torpedoes at, for example, those people over there. And I'm going to do it now for demonstration purposes. Those are not going to hit anything. You're free to fire them as long as there isn't anything inside. Did I just ram someone? Probably. Inside of the line, inside the firing line, shall we say, between you and the ships you're targeting. If that guy was in front of me, I wouldn't have fired those torpedoes. Reason being, I could hit him. And you don't get sufficiently penalized, or penalized, however you want to pronounce it, for hitting friendly ships, I feel like. It's a minor mistake, the way Wargaming is set it up right now. It's not a big problem. You hit a friendly ship and it's like, yeah, you hit a friendly ship, don't worry about it too much. That guy is probably not going to get hit by my torpedoes because hostile torpedoes are very easy to dodge and they're very hard to aim and hit. But neither is a friend, a friendly ship. So go ahead and fire them. You know, if that's what you want. You have to learn it at some point how to fire them and then how to gauge your range between you and the ship you're targeting, and etc. etc. Obviously, you know, these things have to happen, and you have to sort of miss in order to hit eventually. But right now, what people do is they fire a torpedo off at that guy over there, 8 kilometers away, right? You have no chance in hell of hitting him. He is 7 kilometers away. Your main gun batteries cannot hit him, and yet you try. But the problem isn't that you're not going to hit him, is that you're going to hit something you're not supposed to, namely friendly vessels. And I've been team killed a couple of times, even this early on, by friendly torpedo, quote-unquote friendly torpedoes, right? And sure enough, there's major YouTubers that do videos like these and tell you, you know, don't do XYZ, and it does help. Some people do listen to that type of advice, and it does genuinely help. But that's not the thing. The thing is, the reason I'm making this video is to sort of, if 5 guys watch this and go, aha, okay, thank you, I'll be happy. Right? I've somewhat improved the player base, and at least minimally, well, at least for a tiny little bit, decreased chances of being team killed in this game. And I'm probably going to sink here. Unable to maneuver, that's fine though. Guy over there, and engine power. Do I have smoke? I don't yet. Oh, nice, there's a thing there. Hi, thing. Yep. Should have been here anyways. Should have probably launched torpedoes by the end there. Doesn't matter. Point being, have I shot a friendly torpedo at a friendly ship? No. Have any of my torpedoes hit? No. One of those two things can be fixed with player skill, and I don't mean hitting friendlies. I didn't hit because I suck. I didn't hit because I've played a couple of games in total in a destroyer firing torpedoes, right? But for the love of God, watch what's in front of you, because prominently what made me make this video is I saw a dude on this very same map go around the corner. It was actually right here where this guy is, oddly enough. It's almost like this is scripted. He went here, and there were ships in the cap circle, and he fires his torpedoes, two spreads. It ironically was in the Samson, and he's like, I need backup, and I'm like, I'm fine. I was in the Japanese Tier 2 cruiser. I'm like, wait, I'll go in front of you. Fire your torpedoes. I'll deal with them as they go heading towards me. Fire your torpedoes. Stay behind me. You have big guns. Fire. I'll take the hits for you, right? And he's like, okay. What we do is he fires his torpedoes, he misses all of them, and he goes, I got unlucky with my torps. I hate the word torps, by the way. It's something that infuriates me for no apparent reason. But he goes, I've missed all my torpedoes. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You'll hit them tomorrow, 5 days from tomorrow, a month from today. You'll learn how to... Well, this is embarrassing. Oh, he's in an American cruiser. They can turn pretty quickly, but... Please, for the love of YouTube, ram yourself into that rock. Damn it. Alright, he had a bit of a panic attack there, I believe. Anyways, he misses all of his torpedoes, and he's like, I got unlucky with my torps, sorry, and we both end up being killed. I think. No, actually I survived, but I got hit many a times, set on fire, and etc, etc. He died though, and that's fine, but the problem is, 2 of his torpedoes hit a tier 3 ship. The St. Louis, I believe, on our team. And he wrecked him. I think he didn't kill him, I think he just got him on like really low health. I'm pretty sure. A shame I don't have the replay, I would have shown you, but... Thing is, right? It doesn't matter if you miss. You can miss all your torpedoes all game and still have a productive game. Like, for example, I sunk 2 ships and hit 23. Not amazing, but it's going to make a profit, and it contributed. I pulled my weight, so to speak. Right? Could I have done more? Yes. Could I be better at the game? Obviously, but do not hit your friendly ships. Watch where you're shooting those torpedoes. Well, you're not actually shooting torpedoes, you're letting them loose in the water, but, you get the point, right? Watch where you fire the torpedoes. And the thing is, you might think, well, okay, we get it, you're boring now, no, stop. Yes, but this needs to be emphasized enough and many times, because we need to get these people that are new in the, for example, the Samson on the other team hasn't obviously team killed anything yet, or anyone yet, but people like that, right? I apologise to this player in advance for putting a spotlight on him. People like him, we need to educate that you do not shoot torpedoes in front of your vessels. I've been team killed far too often, and I have not played that many games at all. Right, so that's just one thing I need to get off my heart and sort of do this as a public service announcement more so than anything else. I apologise. I know that some are going to be annoyed by this video. I apologise. I realise that some people are going to just dismiss this as my stupidity and me not knowing the game enough because I'm not level 5 million in battle rank or whatever. Trust me, I've seen it. I had problems like that in the past with... Well, not me specifically, but I've seen people have problems like that in the past. And this is just the most basic tip about destroyers. Don't get in positions where there's more than 4 enemy ships firing at you with any ship, right? But specifically destroyers because they're so low on health. Obviously, yes, be mindful that when you fire your guns, your stealth and camo goes to shit and it just turns off, right? So if you're trying to hide, pop smoke and don't shoot, those are some more advanced tactics that you use, see? This is very basic though. This is, if you can't be productive, don't be counterproductive. It's just a general rule in life, not just World of Warships. So as we lose this battle, actually we might not. We might not. Then again, yeah, we're gonna lose this. Pretty sure we're gonna lose this. He has his guns pointing the wrong way, and he's not moving. What is he doing? Move. Make it somewhat challenging for them to hit you. God, what the hell are you doing? Or is he immobilized? He's probably immobilized. I'm just being an idiot. No, he started moving. Probably just immobilized, but he should keep floating even though he's immobilized. You saw me do it. As we lose this game and my thoughts wind down to a close and an end. The reason I'm doing this is very simple. This video, the point of making this video is very simple. By a very small percentage, true, but this lowers, by a minimal percentage, yes, but it lowers the chance of me getting team killed by friendly torpedoes. And you as well, the viewer. If you listen to this advice, and let's be honest, you're still going to get hit by friendly torpedoes, right? Just watch out for it, right? Watch out for it. It's much more difficult to dodge friendly torpedoes than it is hostile torpedoes, because the guy trying to shoot you from the enemy team is very obvious when he does try and do that. It is very easy to dodge hostile torpedoes. Friendly torpedoes are, they strike at you when you least expect them, right? And well, it's been actually a new server tick down. It's a new day now, apparently. Well, okay then. That's all I had to say. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, take care, and obviously remember to like and subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and comment and tell me how much of a stupid man I am and how much of a noob I am for not playing more games, but I'm just trying to help, and at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. So, till next time, take care, bye bye.